Hi everyone, Gina Buckney here. I hope you're all good and well today. So it's time for me to share my July look ahead. Can we believe we're in July already, first of all? And before we even get started with the key events that are going to happen in your workplace or should be happening in your workplace over the course of July, let's just take a moment to see how ridiculous this is, that it's the 1st of July and I'm in a polar neck. That's how crazy this weather is. Like, where is the sunshine? Bring it back, please. Okay, let's get started. So there is one event that spans the whole of July, and it's plastic free July. And I'm laughing, but it isn't really a laughing matter. It's about raising awareness about the damages that plastic can do to the planet, to our oceans, and just raising awareness for that, to be more conscious and to try and go more plastic free. I know a lot of companies out there have got targets that they've been set that they need to meet. So I'm sure that there'll be something going on in your workplace around this. If there isn't, then please call it out, because there should be. So that's the event that spans the whole of the month. Now let's take a look at the individual events on certain dates. Everyone's talking about the election. We can't ignore it. We can't get away from it. It's there. So that is obviously a big milestone in this month. And if you're in the US, obviously Independence Day as well. So please do enjoy those celebrations. But there's one date that I will definitely be celebrating, and that is the 7th of July. It's World Chocolate Day. Anyone that wants to buy me a bar of chocolate, please send it through. I'm a great taster. I can give feedback on any samples of chocolate. If there's companies out there, send it through. But no, I call this one out. It might sound a bit silly, but I call it out because I think sometimes in work, it's like, let's just give a little gift. So maybe on the 7th, you could bring a bar of chocolate in and just make someone's day by giving the gift of chocolate. So the 18th of July is World Listening Day. Now, I shared a post the other day about the passing of my uncle, who unfortunately took his life because of work-related stress and the challenges he was facing. And someone commented on that post, and they said, an important part of this is being aware of it, but also being able to recognize signs and being a good listener. So I really wanted to call out this day, and make sure that, please, if you HR teams, comms teams, if you're out there, do something on this day to raise awareness about listening to each other in work. And that could be that someone's stressed. It could be that someone is struggling with their job and they need a bit of support. Whatever that is, let's raise awareness on that day. 22nd of July. Everyone knows I'm obsessed by the brain and how it works. So this one for me is a plus. It's World Brain Day. Can you believe there's all these days that, well, I didn't even know about these until I started looking into them. World Brain Day. So that could be anything from celebrating intelligence in the workplace, learning, personal development, or it could be about brain health as well. And again, those of you that follow me and that know part of my story, my sister suffered a brain hemorrhage a number of years ago, which, has left her partly paralyzed still, and her short-term memory affected. So again, anything we could do to raise awareness about brain health, making sure that we're looking after ourselves. Check your blood pressure, because that was part of the problem in terms of having that bleed on the brain. Okay, let's move on. 25th of July is National Intern Day. Now, I do a lot of work with various interns, global interns. I have done in the past. In fact, I'm interviewing one today. And interns here as well from the universities. And they have been such a support to me. Whilst I'm giving them advice and knowledge, they're giving me energy, they're giving me ideas. It's just great. It's like that boost of energy. So if you don't have any interns, I would highly recommend them. And there's a company that I've worked with for many years now. Karen is the managing director of it, lovely lady, and they're called UK Professionals. They do a lot of global internships. But if you do interns, celebrate them. If you have interns in your workplace, if you don't, then maybe consider them. 26th of July. Systems Administrator Day. Again, can you believe all these days? But I needed to call this one out because systems admin people, they are overlooked. I mean, they are the people that do everything that I hate doing. But without it, the business wouldn't run. So, they're generally in the back office and they can be overlooked. So I had to call this one out. Please celebrate this day, celebrate your systems administrators. Please do that. If you're a system administrator and you're watching this, tell your boss and your employer they need to celebrate you on this day. And finally, there's World Friendship Day. That's on the 30th of July, so right at the end of the month. Now, think about the people who have supported you and how you can give back and how you can just recognize them on this day. And whether that's in work or out of work, more often than not. I mean, I have friends, yes, they don't work with us, but they really support us through the tough times when we're in work and we need someone to vent to or someone just to, be that pillar of support or that champion behind us when the going gets tough. So World Friendship Day, the 30th of July. And that's it. That's my roundup. Quite a quiet month when it comes to the big major events, but there are key ones in there that I wanted to call out. So hopefully that helps and that will give you some insight and ideas for what you can do in your workplace this month. I'll see you next month. Take care.